Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are looking at the Patagonia Nano Puff women's jacket. I've been testing this for a couple of months now. Luckily, in a sense where I live, I get to experience a lot of weather varieties. So testing this jacket out in different climates has given me a good review to stand with. On this channel, I give reviews on travel related products and more, mainly focusing towards the female body. And I say this with the kindest heart possible because everyone is absolutely welcome on this channel, but I think it's important to note that everyone's bodies are different and it is good to get a variety of product reviews on different body types. This jacket comes to about £190, which is roughly $230 in dollars, and sometimes they have sales on as well, so depending. I know I got this in the sale and I don't remember the exact color, but they have a lot of bright colors as well, or you can go for deep darker ones too. This jacket is made from 100% recycled polyester with DWR coating. With that being said, it isn't waterproof, rather water resistant. They say enough to keep you dry in a light drizzle rather than a complete downfall. However, the other day I did get caught in the downfall and I remained pretty dry. But I did have a hoodie underneath, like a light hoodie, and the only thing that got wet was the hood of that because this one doesn't have a hood. It is insulated with Primaloft Gold, which is a synthetic insulation, giving it that advantage for warmth without large volume of fabric. So you aren't drowning in material to keep you warm, therefore it makes it super lightweight and soft. If you need a lightweight toasty jacket that won't take up much space, then this is great because it is also self-packable. What I love about this self-packable pouch is the fact that it doesn't compromise the look of the coat in or out of the pouch in comparison to Tropic Feel's NS40 jacket that I have reviewed, which I absolutely love, but taking it out of this self-packable pouch, you almost just want to iron it. Whereas this has like a natural puff to it, so it's in its like natural state and design, and you don't feel like you have to iron it when it comes out of the pouch. It makes it great for whenever I am out running, so then I start off a bit cold, then I can wrap it up and put it into my bum bag, and then when I start cooling down I can take it out again and it doesn't take up loads of room. Just to note, the synthetic material is kind of slippy, so when you are tying it around your hip, I don't find it as secure as other kind of materials. It's one of those ones where you have to tie it like 3 times. Comparably to the down jacket, this is a great alternative jacket as it has the same heat. If you want a down jacket but animal friendly, I would take a look at Apricoat's Eco Down Jacket, which I have used for nearly a year now and it is unbelievably warm. The windproof resistant shell helps battle with those windy days, but a thing to note with this jacket is that there is no hood. You can opt for the hooded option if you want for this jacket. So the elastic cuffs also keep you warm from the wind gusting up into your arm. I do love the jacket, the Eco Down jacket that I use as well, that has the built-in gloves, but this does a great job in having those moments such as the cuffs, and also on the inside where you can cinch in the jacket and through the adjustable cord, so you can pull it in and, you know, tighten it in and stop that wind from flowing off. You have the main zip at the front here, and at the top you have a little hood for the zip that makes it much nicer experience for when the coat is zipped up and you're, well, my third chin is hitting the top of it. Nice and toasty in here. You also have 2 side pockets which are nice and spacious. Because it is so lightweight, whatever you have in there, just be aware it does kind of mold. I usually have like my purse in there and it kind of just molds to the shape and bulks out, so that's just something to be aware of as well. The zips have little pulls which just make it a better experience for making it so smooth and accessible to just Also, it is a really easy jacket to wash and clean, especially for anyone who is wearing makeup and they find like if you want to cinch it up like this, then the makeup gets caught around here. It's really easy to just wipe off. And as mentioned, when I did get caught in the rain, I wasn't worried about it dripping. The coat dried pretty quickly. So as mentioned at the start of this video regarding fits and how it will differ for everyone, for me, I am more of a hip person than I would say upper body. So for sizing for upper body, I would definitely be smaller and then have to go a bit bigger for my bottom size. I am 5'6" and this is the medium on me. Reflecting back, I would definitely opt for the large just to give me more room and space to wear clothing underneath. But I do opt for most of the time to wear a light hoodie under this, not because of the lack of insulation or warmth that this jacket provides, but because one, it doesn't have a hood, and two, I have hairy arms, and when I'm sweating, I find like this fabric just doesn't feel nice on my skin. But I am wearing it without a jacket now, and it does actually feel fine. It's just whenever I am sweating. But with that being said, hair or not, like hair on my arms, I just do think it's more of like a sensory thing that I have. And I feel like with this material on my skin, it just doesn't really sit right with me, especially again if you are sweating and then you're putting this directly on your skin. It's just, you know, it's not something I feel comfortable with. A bit like the NS40 jacket that I mentioned in my review, I would have to wear like something cotton under it, especially for my arms, just because it just doesn't feel right for me, and I'm sure that resonates with some people, and if it doesn't, that's grand as well, but that's just my opinion. The panels kind of give you a curve to shape out, you know, give that little figure. I wonder if they have that on the nail, but this kind of like panels around, or maybe that's just my body. However, one thing to know is that I am a bit more curvy on the hip, as mentioned, and when I pull the jacket over my hips, or to the length it is naturally to fit, that my thighs and hips are, you know, kind of screaming for air. So that's probably another reason why I would go up a size, and with the ability to cinch it in the jacket and with the cord on the inside, then I'm less worried about it being too baggy or the airflow going through. I have more control then. This is what it looks like without a hoodie underneath, and this is what it looks like with the hoodie underneath. So let's see how the jacket feels with a sternum strap and a hip belt fit. Just thinking about anyone who is climbing or has gear on them, this is great for not having too much excess material but still staying warm, and you have access to the pockets and still a range of movement without feeling puffed out. So thinking about the kind of below zero weather, what can you get away with? The only way I can kind of like give my opinion is, obviously I haven't worn this on a ski trip or anything like that, but I did wear the NS40 jacket and vest. I also layered up underneath this. The weather was about -14 at some stages, and I was nice and toasty in there. However, I feel like this jacket holds a lot of insulation and is suited for a lightweight jacket that keeps you nice and toasty. I think if you wanted to use it in colder weather, then it would be smart to layer up underneath and go up a size to do so. That way you have room. Or you could always use this as your base layer with a top underneath and place another jacket on top. That way you can ensure you're kept warm, because this does hold a lot of heat for you, which is absolutely great, especially when you're skiing. You don't want to be overly too warm, because then you'd be sweating to death trying to get all the layers off. But again, it just keeps you nice and toasty but not overwhelming. Depending on your purpose and activity, because it is cold where I am, and as soon as I am out running or walking or out of the gym, it does get extremely warm. But this is a nice jacket to, because it is so lightweight, to just try and cool down with, whilst keeping you, you know, relatively toasty at the same time while you're still sweating to death. So just a wee bit of a water test to kind of give you an idea of what you're dealing with this jacket and in terms of water and water resistance. Okay, rounding up this video with some of my pros and cons. The customer service and warranty that you have with this jacket is absolutely great. It is a great layer and base jacket, but also amazingly light whilst keeping you nice and toasty. It is self-packable, making it super easy to just pack up and throw it into your backpack or suitcase. I do wish I opted for the hoodie, just because I see more rain than I don't, and it would be nice to have like a water resistant hood over, because I probably would still wear the cotton jacket underneath because it is that whole material thing, but it would be nice to just have that. So I probably would have opted for that, but you can go check that out as well. Another jacket I love from Patagonia is this one. I actually don't even know the name to it. I think it's like a retro jacket. This is an extra large because it is my partner's, but I absolutely love it. And he's had it since we were in uni, which is about like 6 years ago, from the time he kind of got it. As you can see, I have to like roll up the sleeves, but it is so nice. If they still have this, I'll link it below, because it has lasted like really well. Granted, there is a bit of bulliness to it, but you can just pluck that off because it comes off really nicely. And it's just really, really cozy. I love it. I love it as well. I love Patagonia. This jacket is really versatile. That can be used for everyday life, but also as a builder for colder weather, or even on its own. It is a really easy jacket that you can just pack away. I'm actually going to the Caribbean in December, so I'm going to take this jacket with me just for one of those days that, you know, could happen and it could rain. It is set to be very, very hot and sunny, but you never know. And this is just easy to just shove into the suitcase and then shove into a backpack if I'm out and about exploring the island. If you do happen to have a wee gander on their website and thinking about purchasing this jacket, then I would be forever grateful if you could use the links below. And of course, if you have any other questions about this jacket, maybe about sizing or thoughts, then do leave a wee comment below. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you in the next review.